Good morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, dusk, dawn. I have no other times of day. Lunch, snack, supper time. Supper time. This is back at the Lambda log for week 10, day 4, Thursday, the 20th of November, 2025. So it was a rehearsal day. And Kirsty's not going to be able to be here on, I believe, Tuesday morning. And so she's filling in by staying late today, Thursday, and next Tuesday she'll stay late to make up for it. She got a different obligation. Um, Luckily, I didn't have to do that. So we started out by reviewing and running all of Act 5. Oh, first we had whatchamacalls them warm up in John Wood. And then we review and ran Act 5, and it's a little we'll see. We'll see how it comes together. It's too early to tell. But I'm worried about audience his ability to view any any of it. But it'll be good. I'm basically just lying on the ground. I get killed right before at the beginning of Act 5. Wrong hath but wrong, and blame the dual blame. I get not decapitated. My throat gets slit. I'm like dead, and then I just lay on the ground while everybody does stuff. And then Richard he comes and brings a chair down, and I kind of roll out of the way. And then as ghosts, it's not going to be like a whole like the first was I that helped thee to the ground. The last was I that felt thy tyranny. Oh, in battle think on Buckingham, and die in terror of thy guiltiness. Dream on, of bloody deeds and death. Fainting despair, despairing yield thy breath. It's not like that at all. No, it's fine. But I kind of just roll up and I just tell him, you messed up. So we did that. And then we worked the prologue a bit with the actor playing Richard at the beginning. Because we're like having a party, we're having some fun, we're like, yeah, and then we kind of freeze. And then he walks around us. It's like, oh, these old people. And interacts a lot with Elizabeth. And it's like, oh, who once loved majesty and struck before a wanton ambling nymph, and kind of puts all of his desire for women there. Then we took lunch, and then we came back from lunch and worked on 1-3 and 2-2. Um, and there was an emphasis on knowing our blocking and how it's really important for us to memorize our blocking. And we just don't have a lot of time to work on things. So this is like our second time going through things, and we forgot some of the specifics. Um, but it was good. I had my lines down for both of them. I didn't bring out my script, and I was very proud of myself. Um, I have like five or lines or something, but I did it. I've been working hard, and I did it. I'm going to keep running my lines and keep working on it. But that was that. Um, yeah, and so something that I'm really thinking about is something that Ollie told me the other day because we had a little um whatchamacallit, a little interview. No, a little. We just had a meeting. I don't know if that was on Wednesday or not. I don't know if I told you. Anyway, we had a little meeting. Um, I think it was on Wednesday, and he just wanted to check in, and there's nothing wrong. He's just like, yeah, I haven't talked to you since you've been back. I was like, huh, cheers. Oh, shout out sandwich. And so I did that, and it was good. Um, but he mentioned how Buckingham's really guarded. So I've been thinking about that a lot. How does Buckingham behave differently for each person? Because in that first scene in 1-3, kind of what's working on what I'm figuring out is I'm just like seeing people, and I'm like, who is the person I need to follow to move ahead in this world? I don't see Buckingham as a person who wants to be king, but he does want power and influence. And he was with like Elizabeth before, but she's kind of falling apart. Edward's getting sick, and he's just like, who's coming up next? And he sees Richard, and Richard is powerful and quick, and he's like, and I'm like, I'm vibing with this guy. And so I kind of established my allegiance. And we have some physical blocking that shows like which is Edward's side and which is Elizabeth's side. And I kind of moved towards Edward's side. I'm like, yeah. And then the girl playing Margaret is fabulous. She's so good. And she brings so much to it. Um, and then in 2-2, it's so much just like waiting around and being like, what's up? What's going on? And then what ends up happening? Oh, excuse me. Um, is like, oh, we find out Edward's dead. Let's let's get to it, homies. Let's lock in. It's time. Um, and so that's where I kind of show Richard who that I'm alleged. I'm allegiance sized. I am on his side. I'm like, oh yeah, like get these princes out of the way. Cloudy, you cloudy princes and heart sorrowing peers, though we have spent our harvest in this king, we are to reap the harvest of his son. Meseemeth good that with some little train, forthwith from Ludlow to the young prince be fed hither to London to be crowned our king. Doo-doo-doo. And then Rivers is like, yo, why was some little train? And we're like, yeah, what? I thought you were cool. Are you not cool with this? I'm like, Mary, my lord. Espy a multitude, the new heel wound of malice should break out. He's like, oh yeah, 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 me too. Um, so it's good. And then I worked on Hamlet with Johannes because we're gonna do that on Monday. I think, I don't know, it's unclear. But I have choices. We'll see if she hates them. I also need to become more familiar with this, which I didn't know till later. Um, Oh, that this too sullied flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Yeah, Hamlet's upset. Anyway, that's it. It was a pretty easy day. And then I went home. Um, I went to bed really early that night because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well one of these days. I don't know. I got behind. Anyway, that's the deal. So, real short video for you. You're welcome, Jado. Double time it and you'll be wonderful. But yeah, have a great day. Just working on other things, and I'll get this last Friday in, and all will be PG Game. Bye.